What is up, guys? D-May here, just coming at you real quick. I wanted to say that during this video there is no commentary whatsoever during the entire thing. So yeah, I just wanted to see, like I've said in previous videos, I just wanted to see if you like, commentary versus non-commentary. Tell me in the comment section below. But this has all been pre-recorded, so the next, I don't know how many videos, like all the rest of them have no commentary. I'm so sorry, but I just wanted to experience the game for myself and not talk while I'm doing it and stuff and blah. Hopefully you can, not hate me. Please don't. Please don't hate me. Anyways, I just wanted to come in and say that. And during the video, I'm going to be periodically coming in with my thoughts on the current situation that is developing. So I just thought I might tell you that. And also, I don't know how cut up this video might or might not be. It might be a little jumpy. Jump from one thing to another. Yeah. Also, one important thing I forgot to tell you is that this video is actually inside Kellogg's head. I skipped a lot of the other stuff that I was doing because either the voice was not synced up. Thankfully, this footage is. But either the footage and audio weren't synced up, or it was just, for some reason, the video footage was laggy, or I don't know. But either way, the only thing that you missed is I think I might have talked to Piper a bit and did something for her. I'm not sure if I did, but you didn't miss a lot. All I pretty much did was went back to my settlement, did some stuff, did a whole bunch of random side quests and things, and then I came here. And that's about it. And you missed like tiny little insignificant dialogue when I first got in here, but that's about it. So yeah, I just wanted to come in and say that you didn't miss much. No commentary except for the few bits, and it might be cut up, might not be. Yeah, in this one there are a lot of phony moments, so I don't know. Either way, just wanted to come in and say that I've already wasted 2 minutes of your time. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
I'm sure that's going to take some getting used to.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though.
What a joke.
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days, like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio, all useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand that's what happiness felt like. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. It's gonna be fine. You'll see. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
We don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kinda green.
I know, but that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got her.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. I just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another. There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it. I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed. I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming. You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement. Suited me just fine.
We do.
The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute.
As you can see,
What do you want?
it's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate. Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find him.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. I didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
This is the one. Here.
Open it. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. But it was better this way. Better than taking his kid and leaving him alive. Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
Okay?
Come here.
No.
Come here, baby.
No. I got him!
Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here. Let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready. Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory, so good news, I think.
His whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up. It wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
I'm not saying she's right, but Mayor, he's gonna be bad this time. I probably shouldn't have
Kellogg. It's okay. The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City.
That keep trying to come.
X688, ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
And nobody's crying but me. Friends all over know I'm trying to forget about how much I care for you. It's all over.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
You were along for the ride, weren't you? You saw what I saw.
Yes, but it's important we review everything together, in case either of us missed anything.
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes, their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
That scientist, Kellogg, was supposed to track down. Virgil. We need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there. It's called the glowing sea for a reason.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck, and be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
What's up, guys? DMA here coming in. And I just wanted to say, as I've already explained at the beginning of the video, I didn't want to do a live comm with this one. I wanted to see how you liked, if you liked live comm, or if you just liked no commentary at all. So I just wanted to come and say that. But I also wanted to say that this is getting difficult. In every Fallout game, the stories just get more and more interesting. I mean, Fallout New Vegas, I didn't really, but for Fallout 3, the story was very hard to, I guess, I don't know how you'd say it. It was just, the story for Fallout 3 with your father, and then seeing your father, this shouldn't be a spoiler to anyone, but I'm just gonna say, fair spoiler warning. If you haven't completed Fallout 3 and don't know what happens, just, I don't know, but fair spoiler warning here. But when you're tracking down your father, and when you actually find him and he dies, when you see him die, it's like, you know, I spent the entire time, you know, tracking down my father and learning all this about him and learning all this about my mother and stuff, and then, you know, all that, and then finding him, and just for him to be killed, it's just, you know, it toys with your emotions, and then now it's not your father, it's your own son. And not only that, but, you know, at the beginning of the game, you know, whilst you don't get to do anything with your spouse all that much, you only see them for a little while. But having your spouse die and your kid taken, it's kind of, it really plays with your emotions, more so as if your father died from, like, Fallout 3. It's really heart-wrenching, I could say. I just wanted to come on and say that, and that it's a very interesting story, and just seeing your kid grow up without you, it's kind of, you know, I don't like it. I want to see my kid grow up. I want to be there, you know, I want to be a part of my kid's life, even in the game. You know, I would like to see my child physically grow up, and, you know, that would be cool. In the next Fallout, or say in Skyrim, I want to actually be able to have a kid and see him grow up and see, you know, leave and explore the world once I, you know, get to a certain age. I would love for there to be a Fallout game where, or an Elder Scrolls game where you start as a character, like a really, say, young sprite character, and you play through the game, and you can eventually get, you know, married and settle down and have kids, and once you do, you can take on the role of that kid. Like, your age will actually play into a factor inside the game. So say you play, I don't know, for a couple of, you know, like couple hundred hours, you know, but that would translate into maybe years in game, and your primary character would be too old to carry on his or her duties, say in Fallout, you know, got too old and, you know, can't carry on fighting in the wasteland, and in Skyrim, you know, you're too weak to pick up a sword, but, you know, you'd be able to play as your character, you know, your son or your daughter. That would be amazing. That would be one of the greatest experience a Bethesda game would ever be able to bring me, and I would just love it. I know it'll be a while before the next Fallout or Elder Scrolls game, but if they ever add that feature in, I think that would be totally amazing, and I think the community would love it too. I think that would be a great thing the community would like, and I would like, and everyone would like. So, you know, if you share the same thoughts as me, please post down in the comments below. Tell me your thoughts, like if you would like a feature like that, where your primary character could actually get old, and you could have children. Of course, you could customize the kids, because you don't want to, you know, not have control over it, and then you'd be this character that you don't want to be. So you'd obviously be able to customize the child however you want, but it would just be a way to get more, I guess you could say, longevity out of the game, because it's like, you know, you're carrying on that character's legacy. You're not staying one character the entire game, never aging, doing all these quests. You know, if they had like I know they couldn't do this for an infinite amount, but like you complete the main quest on one character, then you go to your son or your daughter, and then there's a whole new main quest for you to complete. You know, that would be amazing. Or say like if your primary character died while your son or daughter was just an infant, it would like skip to so many years later, kind of like how Fallout 3 did. It would skip to like maybe, you know, 20, you know, maybe 19, 20 years later, and then it's like, you know, your child, you know, your son or daughter. I just think that would be cool. So, you know, like I said, post in the comments below if you would like to see that in a Fallout or Elder Scrolls game. So, yeah. I'm going to stop with the live comm now and go back to the video. So, yeah.
Hey, Valentine.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Kellogg. Is that you?
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Amari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going. Or I could head back to Diamond City, since you've got company already.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next.
Ready to head back out?
Ready.
Good.
Heading out with...
Hey, Valentine. I think you've got something on your face. Oh, it's skin. Yeah, you might want to get that looked at.
So, Crocker went amateur butcher on poor Earl. Moments like this, I'm glad I'm not made of meat.
Well, they let old Pete out of jail. He went back to his store. All the women who read his mail were waiting on Pete to chop some more. Hacking and whacking and smacking. Hacking and whacking and smacking. Hacking and whacking and smacking. Just hack, whack, chopping at me. There's an old woman who's 92, lives down the street. She said one thing more I want to do. Find old Pete and let him chop my meat. a maniac. Don't do nothing but hack.
You've gotta love Butcher Pete, or love to hate him. Folks, I'd like to take a moment for something a little more personal than usual. As I'm sure you know all too well, I haven't always been the best at this job. Hey, let's face it, I've been pretty terrible. Thanks to the efforts of a few of my friends, I've decided to change how I look at things, how I live my life. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Vault Dweller for letting me in.
Run, bitch! Run!
All right, folks. Get it on back. This one's a long time favorite of mine. It's Way Back Home by Bob Crosby.
Are the dustiest, the winds are the dustiest, the things are the rustiest, the songs are the trustiest, the songs the lustiest, the friends the trustiest, way back home. Are the emptiest, the kids are the scrappiest, the jokes the snappiest, the folks the happiest, way back home. Don't know why I left the homestead, I really must confess. I'm a weary exile, singing my song of loneliness. The grass is the springiest, the bees are the stingiest, the birds are the wingiest, the bells are the ringiest, the heart's the stingiest, the clingiest way. What about the sun? Sun's the blaziest, feels the daisiest, clouds the craziest, that helps the laziest, the boys are the wittiest, the girls are the prettiest, way back home. The pigs are the snootiest, the owls are the moodiest, the plants the fruitiest, the funniest, the smiles the sunniest, way back home. Don't know why I left the homestead, I really must confess. I'm a weary exile, singing my song of loneliness. Is the spreadiest, the wine is the headiest, the pals are the readiest, the gals are the steadiest, the love the loveliest, the life the loveliest, way back, way back.